It's not often you say goodbye to a legal legend and civil rights icon like federal Judge Damon J. Keith. He died late last month, and today he was honored during a homegoing celebration. And Paula Tutman spoke with many people who say they are what they are today because of the judge's service on the bench.
When you are the great-granddaughter of slaves, your walk to say goodbye to a jurist such as Judge Damon J. Keith is different. A simple question: what might you be without the service of this one man?
I would probably be a maid or a housekeeper. Because of him, I'm able to get my degrees and work in academia where these doors were not open to us before that.
The homegoing, a walk through history. To say the name Judge Damon J. Keith is to be encouraged not to forget that there was a time not so long ago that if you were black, you could not go to school with white children. This was the world Judge Keith was born into in 1922.
They believed still, even though it had already been removed from the books, that you are 3/5 of a human being.
But not the one he left at age 96 as the longest serving judge on the bench of the Sixth Circuit.
Our lives have been improved because of his leadership on and off the bench.
His 52 years of rulings touch us still.
Judge Keith, who at the height of the popularity and the power of the Nixon administration, stood up and said, the Constitution prevails.
I've had some hills to climb.
No more speaking for the last, the lost, and the left out.
It was his hands on the scales of justice that leveled the playing field for so many.
And I recognize that the space that I occupy in part is because of the sacrifices of individuals like Judge Keith.
He just deeply believed that all human beings had a right to fairness and equality.
Yes, he was eulogized by many at Hartford Memorial Church this morning.
He never wavered in his crusade to make sure that not just black people, but that all people were entitled to receive equal justice under the law.
But everyone in attendance would say they lead the life they lead because of the rulings of Judge Damon J. Keith.
And I just believe that with people like Judge Keith, we are able to move into our places in society where we would have never been able to go before.
Yes, indeed. It was a history lesson, but also keep in mind that Judge Keith was a family man of 3 daughters, and certainly the eulogy of his daughter Cecile gave us some of the more tender moments, and I've saved that part for you for 5 o'clock. So I'll see you then.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Paula.